Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. You know, karma has a way of catching up to you, especially when you laughed in her face one too many times. Well, karma, she's an evil and a greedy mistress, and Prince Harry, she wants her pound of flesh. Prince Harry's past is definitely starting to catch up with him. The sins of the spare are coming to light. Prince Harry is facing ongoing visa issues with the Heritage Foundation wanting to see his visa application. We have more serious allegations and a major scandal coming out about Prince Harry's charity African Parks. And now we have a brand new scandal, what I call guilty by association. Prince Harry has been named in a brand new lawsuit with disgraced rapper P Diddy. We have a lot of juicy royalty to discuss today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. Hi everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. So little Prince Harry is having a little bit of a rough year, and in my opinion, it is 100% his own fault. So Prince Harry is still facing some major legal issues over his visa application. The question is, did he lie? Did he lie on his visa application about his illegal substance use? Or did somebody give him the princely 1% privilege, someone high up covering for little Harry? So that is the question. So last year, the conservative think tank Heritage Foundation brought to light the many questions that many people have in regards to Prince Harry's visa application. How exactly was he able to enter the country, and what type of visa does he actually have? Now, after Harry published his book Spare, he made it very clear to anyone who unfortunately got a copy of his illicit and explicit drug use, not only throughout his youth in the UK, but also in America. He recounted with glee the many talking toilets that he encountered at Courtney Cox's house after taking some magical mushrooms. He even held a pay-per-view therapy session where he talked to Dr. Gabor Mate about how he had an incident where he was high on a mushroom and he met his mother, Princess Diana, and she said she just wanted him to be happy. "Ma, it's Prince Harry. Ma, Mama, can you hear me?" He even doubled down on several TV interviews discussing in detail his substance abuse for years. Now, the Heritage Foundation, under the Freedom of Information Act, requested his visa application be made public, but the Department of Homeland Security says that Prince Harry has a right to privacy. So now a judge by the name of Carl J. Nichols of the Federal District Court in Washington has ordered the department to submit the papers in question for his confidential review to determine whether or not the information should be released. But the Department of Homeland Security has now requested a 2-week extension because they, quote, need to find the application. Is it lost? Did somebody put it in a shredder? So now they have until April 4th to show the judge the paperwork, which I find very interesting. So according to the Department of Homeland Security, they're trying to say that, well, Spare is not a real accurate representation of Harry's life. You know, it's probably a work of fiction. You know, he probably elaborated, he probably lied. We don't know 100% for sure if he actually did, you know, use illegal substances. Now, the Heritage Foundation came back and said, well, because he talked about it not only in his book Spare, but also on television. And most recently on the Good Morning America interview, he talked about wanting to become an American citizen. So now they have doubled down and said, look, it's public interest. He has brought his private life out to the public. Therefore, he has lost his right for privacy. Now, according to a U.S. ambassador by the name of Jane Hartley, she laughed off all suggestions that Prince Harry would be deported under the Biden administration. She pretty much said, he will not be deported under Joe Biden. Now, we all know that little Prince Harry and Trump are not exactly besties, and that Donald Trump has made it very clear he's not a fan of Meghan Markle. Now, he was most recently interviewed where they asked him on Sky News, what does he think of Harry and the visa situation? And he pretty much said, we need to investigate it and make sure no laws were broken. And if he lied on his visa application, he was going to be in a world of trouble. So let's just say we all know that Harry and Meghan are hoping that Joe Biden stays in office. So right now we are still waiting for the Department of Homeland Security to find Harold's visa application. So what do you guys think? Leave me your comments down below. So the African conservation charity African Parks, the one that Prince Harry served as president for 6 years before stepping down last year, but now serves on the board, is facing fresh new abuse allegations. Now, new abuses are coming forward that include extrajudicial unalivings and violent beatings. Fresh allegations of brutality now in another location of Zumbia by the rangers jointly managed by African Parks have emerged following the Mail on Sunday's front page report that came out in January about armed guards enraged in beatings and torture of the Baka tribal people in the Republic of Congo. Now, this charity manages 12 African countries with 1,400 guards patrolling the protected land, almost the size of Great Britain. Now, they claim it saves wildlife by working with local communities. However, the indigenous people are saying they're being stopped from hunting on their own grounds and using the natural resources that they're allowed to use to feed their families. Now there are more horrific allegations of human rights abuse in more than one location that they manage. Now, apparently, according to Prince Harry's spokesperson, Harry escalated the news that he discovered through an email that a different charity organization sent him, letting him know of the atrocities that are happening. But as of today, Prince Harry has not once come out publicly and addressed the abuse allegations that are happening with African Parks, the charity he literally was the president of for 6 years. So Prince Harry had time to go to Dusseldorf, Germany, go to the UK once or twice. He went to Canada. He went to Vegas, Portugal, Costa Rica, Jamaica for a film premiere. He even went to Texas, New York City. I mean, the guy is a global citizen of the world, bumming a ride on someone's private jet, but somehow he couldn't go over to Africa. You know, him and his wife, the Duke and Duchess of kindness, the Duke and Duchess of fighting for human rights and unconscious bias and racism. Apparently, if you're in Africa, you don't matter to Prince Harry. Now, I do find it very weird how he hasn't gotten on a plane to Africa to sort it out. Just sending an email, passing the buck to someone else to handle it is okay. Now, me personally, if I was attached to a charity and organization that was doing horrific abuse, my butt would be on a plane the next day. little Prince Harry can lay his little head on his little pillow at night and he goes night-night and he doesn't have any bad dreams. I find this to be absolutely horrific. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are such hypocrites. They literally had charities that have major scandals of abuse and they don't say a peep, but yet they're going to get up there on a stage and grandstand and tell everyone about how they're victims of the evil press and horrible stories and racism. Are you serious? Cry me a river in your golden teacup. Tell that to the people of Baca. I like to party, party. I like to party, party. Whoop! Potable Prince Harry is now being named in a brand new $20 million civil lawsuit against the now disgraced rapper P Diddy. The Duke of Sussex has been named in one of the lawsuits against the rapper, but he is not accused of any wrongdoing. Now, Sean Puffy Combs is being sued and facing numerous SA assault allegations, including consorting with adult workers and underage girls during substance-fueled parties in a civil case brought to him by one of his former producers by the name of Rodney Jones. Now again, Prince Harry is not being accused of any wrongdoing. However, in the lawsuit, Mr. Jones, known as Little Rod, says that Prince Harry is an acquaintance of Mr. Diddy. The producer states in the document, which was first filed in February, that people were drawn to the rapper because of his access to high-profile people such as Prince Harry. So apparently P Diddy was name dropping. Come on, y'all, I can get you over here. I'll call Harry. Get Harry, my boy, on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And there has been several accounts where Prince Harry had been seen partying with P Diddy in the past. Now again, we have no proof or allegations that Harry attended some of these very illegal parties. Now the documents then go on to allege that P Diddy would then separately organize adult parties where trafficking, if you know what I'm saying, would occur. Well, now the FBI and the government has raided his property in Los Angeles, and Mr. Diddy has fled the country. This is definitely reminding me of Uncle Andy and his guilty of association with the disgraced billionaire who starts with an E and owned an island. Wow, spoiled spares stick together apparently. So what do you guys think? Do you think Prince Harry is following in the footsteps of Uncle Andy in the guilty of association club? Now we know that Harry has done nothing wrong, but again, it's not a good aesthetic to be associated with this disgraced rapper in any shape or form. In my opinion, karma's coming a calling and she's ready to collect. Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.